What's the good word, y'all? It's your boy DKB here. So it's getting confirmed the New York Jets will be flying down south to Carolina. We're going to visit the Panthers. We're going to hold 2 joint practice sessions with them. And I can't be more excited for this. You guys know, for those that have been on the channel for a while, I'm a huge fan of having these joint practices. You take the injuries concerns out, and there's really not a reason to miss out on this additional game-like atmosphere and experience that a lot of these players are going to get prepped for, generally earlier than expected. So there's a lot of benefits. Again, the game-like atmosphere and experience. A lot of these coaches usually only have one joint practice session with one of their preseason opponents, and they utilize that as effectively an alternative replacement for the 4th game we no longer have. The New York Jets are in a pretty interesting position because it looks like we should have joint practices with every opponent we're going to face in the preseason. We're talking about the Panthers now. The Buccaneers, I spoke about maybe 2 months ago. We're just waiting for the NFL approval with them. Those joint practice sessions are essentially already confirmed. And then with the Giants, we're looking to actually go out there and get another joint practice session in with them again as well, which, effectively is a home game. So I love these games and these practices a lot. For one, this is going to be the biggest difference maker for a lot of these bottom tier guys that need to go out there and prove something and essentially settle into certain roles, especially if you're talking rookie, sophomore year player guys. So I'm looking at, of course, all of our rookie class. You want to talk about a separation in the wide receiver room. The tight ends, we're looking to keep 4 ideally. Can somebody replace Zach Kuntz? Can the offensive line stand out? We're going to be facing a rookie quarterback in Bryce Young. So, ideally you want to get back to the days of Rex Ryan where we're going out there, and if we're facing a rookie quarterback, we feel extremely well about our odds to walk out of that game and not only just, barely scraping by, but going out there and dominating. We haven't had a good track record since Rex Ryan really left. I think Todd Bowles had a decent one, but we haven't, for a period of, 3 to 4 years, rotating head coaches essentially every 1 to 2 years. We haven't necessarily had a great track record as of late. So, with that said, I'm looking forward to this Panthers matchup. There's not going to be a whole lot of specific ones that are going to be high profile, right? There's no DJ Moore anymore there with them sending him off to the Bears, but they do bring in Bryce Young, so there's kind of that rookie quarterback situation, and this will really be a great barometer of where we're going to be at, right? With Aaron Rodgers there, he's joining OTAs early. Nobody really expected this. We thought it could kind of be hit or miss with him based on his track record with the Panthers over the last 4 or 5 years. So ideally you want to see the Aaron Rodgers go out there, dice and dissect their defense. Defensively, we should be able to go out there and dominate. A rookie quarterback, he's going to see a lot of things he hasn't seen in the NFL. And then also he's going to be facing statistically one of the best defenses from the year prior. So this will give us a good, indicator of, will our defense be taking a step back? Will they be feeding off of the success of the New York Jets offense? Or will we kind of be status quo, which is still going to be a top 5 defense in the NFL? So there's a lot of things to look forward to matchup-wise. That's something I'll probably put out another video on as I kind of check out who the Panthers still have on the roster of note. But this is going to be an opportunity again. Zach Kuntz as a rookie in the tight end room for him to try to solidify his spot to make the roster in year 1. Running back wise, is he separate from Bam? Zach Wilson, he's had strong OTAs from what I've heard so far, but you want him to undoubtedly be in control of that primary backup position for at least what his developmental plan is. What are going to be the offensive line matchups? We talked about the depth chart recently. Will we see Mekhi Becton on the left side? Will he be out there on the right side? It's going to be very interesting to see kind of what happens, and then hopefully we hear a lot more from these UDFAs and some of these rookies out there. Trey Dean III is a guy that I particularly have my eye on, but I also want to see Tony Adams for sure. So a lot of names, a lot of different scenarios and situations to be aware of, but I'm excited for these. And again, it looks like we should have these joint practices with every opponent. So Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. What are you expecting and looking forward to seeing? And I'll catch you again. Peace.